Let's go, guys. Our goal today is not to wow you with some amazing AI promises, even though the name of this webinar is how to generate hundreds of leads using AI. But our goal is to share the real use cases, the reality. And the reason why we are doing this is basically we don't want to lie to you, but also is because 99% of LinkedIn or AI automation or GTM engineering gurus are saying about amazing results that AI gave to them, that they achieved with AI, but at the end of the day, they did not apply those things. They're mostly talking and not showing the real cases, the reality. And the reality is not that sweet. So in the majority of cases, in 90 or 95% of the cases of everyone who is talking about AI, it's usually the bullshit. People see that something is working in theory, but on the practical layer, it's actually not working. And today we have amazing Vlad, who is actually not the person who tried AI SDR or who tried to generate leads with SDR, AI SDR for 1 week and show you some fast results. No, this guy spent more than half of a year of implementing AI outreach in his own day-to-day work. So he came from the failed start and failed tests with a low amount of replies, with almost no leads. After that, he went to the optimization of the whole process and finding what's working, what's not working, etc., etc. And at the end of the day, after 7 months of hard work, Vlad found the way to generate hundreds of replies and hundreds of leads using AI outreach lead generation. And that's why we have today Vlad. Vlad, how are things going?
All good, all good. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, thanks for the intro. My name is Vlad, growth leader here at Reply. Maybe lots of you know me, but yeah, I was kind of under the radar for the next 7 months. Actually, because of this, I wasn't super active on LinkedIn with other webinars, events, public speaking, stuff like that. Because yeah, I want to focus on this new thing, AI SDR. We were like running lots of our regular cold outreach templated sequences, stuff like that. But what I really wanted to do is like focus on AI SDR because I'm actually building it here at Reply, and I need to eat my own dog food. So yeah, that's why I was super busy for the past 7 months, to be honest.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So today we're going to talk about the AI SDR lead generation, the truth, like the reality of behind the scenes of a person who was doing it for 7 months in a row. So guys, what we're going to cover today, let's be super, super quick. We're limited with the time. So the very first thing that we're going to talk about at the very end of this webinar, we're going to talk about the most important thing of any outreach, no matter whether it's AI or manual or super ABM type of the things, about deliverability. Because no matter how amazing your emails are, how great your sequences are, whether they were created with AI or you manually spent hours to write those messages, if those emails are going to spam, it all makes no sense. That's why as a person from the cold email deliverability space, is going to share with you. I'm going to share with you all the foundations and the actual things that you need to follow. And I can guarantee you that you didn't know about those things. Of course, we're going to show the full AI SDR setup. Vlad is going to share his screen and he's going to show his playbooks, instructions, all the setup, literally everything. If you need more, you can ask in the Q&A section or in the chat, and Vlad will share even more. Of course, guys, today, in the next 50 minutes, we're going to share with you, we're going to build the AI-driven, AI-generated sequence fully 100% AI generated live. And if you want to see the results, we can even share with you the results in 1 week. So please subscribe to our newsletters and follow our content so we can share with you all those results in later if you want. And of course, for those who are with us today, you're gonna get the amazing bonus. And about this bonus, we have actually two bonuses, one from Vlad and one from me. So from Vlad, it's going to be the bonus of Vlad. Can you share a little bit more about the
Sure,
bonus?
sure, sure. Yeah, so really quick here. So we will give away like a 6 months discount for AI SDR plans, like 15 off. It's almost worth $700, like in total. Plus, for some of you who subscribe with us, you can reach out to me via Vlad@reply.io or William@reply.io email. And we can have one AI SDR boarding session with you. So I will help you create your own playbooks, like show you the system, stuff like that. So we can create your first campaign together.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And guys, this is just amazing. You can get the private coaching session with Vlad, who's going to help you build amazing first AI SDR sequence. And plus, Vlad was doing this for 7 months, and again, he's going to apply it. And again, this is not for everyone, but for some of the people, because if there are too many, Vlad doesn't have 50 hours in a day to help everyone. So
yeah, I think I will regret
yeah.
later, but
I
no
agree.
pressure. We need to do this for
Hey
everyone.
guys,
Yeah.
and the bonus from me. I'm a called the email deliverability guy. We manage more than 7,000 mailboxes for our clients. We hit 99% inbox rate. We do this as the service for other clients. We literally cover it fully. We set up, we warm up, we monitor, we fix the deliverability for huge B2B companies and for smaller startups who want to put outreach as the main channel. And I will actually do for you the full cold email deliverability audit. So I'm gonna dive deeper into what everything that you're doing. I'm gonna run inbox placement tests, etc., etc. And that's quite expensive, actually, like this whole job, but it's gonna be for free. The second one, I'm gonna give you also one consulting hour with me where you can ask me any questions related to outbound or go to market engineering. And guys, in just 47 minutes, we'll share with you how to get this bonus. You see that the bonus is going to be super, super great. It's just going beyond basic things like just promo code or something else. We're going to dedicate our own time to help you. And in 47 minutes, just at the very end of this webinar, you're going to know how to get this bonus. And if you're lucky, you're going to get that. So
Yeah, it feels like a magic because it's indeed like 47 more minutes so far.
yes. This is
Cool.
exactly for the things.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
guys, Vlad, can you please share your screen and
Sure,
share?
let's go. Send request. Requesting to
Oh,
send.
yeah, sorry.
All right, let me start sharing the screen. Here we go. So again, I will skip lots of these last slides in the deck. Again, we will share everything with you. So we will share the recording, slides, links, guide, checklist. So I won't spend too much time on like slides itself. But yeah, so we will go through this again. So here's my real account in here at Reply. As you can see, all these AIs, there are sequences. So as you can see, there are some really great results. There are some like acceptable result, and there are like really, really bad result. And again, so as we said in the very beginning, there is no like magic pill, there is no magic wand that can help you with all of things like at once. It will require some time. It will take some time. For us, it took like a few months, and now we can constantly get to like more than 1,000 plus responses per month. Just having 2.5 full-time employees doing this, because I spend like 0.5%, like for 50% of my time dedicated to AI SDR cold outreach. Plus we have GTM engineer. Plus we have a person responsible for handling all these responses. So because yeah, it's gonna be tough for everyone to manage all these inbox responses. So again, as you can see here, great results, okay results, really bad results. And what I want to say here that it will take some iterations, some like pace. We will need some distance, some length to like improve. And I prefer to have this iteration process where I can kill bad performing campaigns, like then push like new ideas, try new things, experiment with personalization, copywriting styles, and so on. And then we can get the better and better results. Again, sometimes it's also a deliverability issue. I know that, so it's super tough. I remember like 5 years ago, I probably 0 of our emails were landed in a spam folder. Now, even us, we do have some issues. So sometimes it's deliverability, sometimes it's a bad like GTM idea, growth idea, cold outbound tactic, buyer persona, copywriting style. So all those things. So like bunch of moving parts here. But yeah, as you can see here, it's like real account of ours. So let's get started with the AI SDR. So AI SDR is a part of Reply's platform. It's like, yeah, go
Can
ahead.
you probably share your overall statistics for the
Sure,
net
sure,
for the
sure.
last
Yeah, it's one of
um,
our accounts. It's one of our accounts. We do have a
So guys, I do
bunch.
really want you to understand that this is a reality. I mean, like this is a real account, and we are not just showing you some fluff or some
Yeah,
something
let's
that is
try.
not
Let's
actually
try from
working.
this
So
here.
let's just from the very beginning of this year, you see those results. When I saw them, I was actually shocked. 34,000 contacts with the average reply rate of almost 5%. Guys, this is
Um,
so cool.
So if you ask yourself why there are just 115 minutes meetings, again, this we need to like track this number manually. So we don't have time now to like basically log those meeting in reply. So it's way bigger number here. We do track it in HubSpot, but not in Reply anymore. So yeah, so again, 4%, almost 5% reply rate, it's based on touch points. But if you like count reply rates based on unique contacts, you see it's almost 10%. So yeah, 10% reply rate from reply to unique contact we reached out to. So okay, and again, a bunch of
Guys, and if
tactics
you know
here.
outbound space, 10% reply rate on average on a scale of thousands or thousands of thousands of contacts, it's just almost impossible. And that is why I was shocked. That is why, but just
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like lots of discipline there. But yeah, cool. All right. So again, feel free to interrupt me if you have questions. We will stop the presentation. I will stop like this session, like quick demo, so you can ask your question. Like we will clarify all your questions. So again, AI SDR is a part of Reply's platform. It's built on top of everything we built in the last 10 years. Basically, we know everything about like deliverability, outbound, multi-channel. So it's like a knowledge, probably not lots of other tools out there have. So we implemented all those things for AI SDR, and we wanted to make as fully automated process as possible. And again, it could be autopilot, copilot. So we use kind of copilot mode for us, but it's up to you. All right, so how it works. So again, to create like really cool messages, it will take some time. Again, so what we have, like lots of people ask, is it really your AI? If it's true, let's have a chat. So how can we get messages like this? Actually, it will require some efforts. It will require some initial efforts, and then you can like spend less and less time doing all this, managing all this infrastructure, all the things. So again, we will share the deck. You will get the full HD picture with every step of this process. So again, first of all, it's like an offer. When you go to your Reply account, just go to ASDR, click JSON AI, and then what you need to do is to specify what you sell. What is your offering? What is your product? What's your company? So it could be just a website. It could be reply.io, or it could be any landing page you want. Or maybe like a specific product or specific solution or specific case study, whatever. It also could be an attachment, so up to you. And then we'll click start selling, and we will start analyzing your website. We will start researching your company, your customers, your etc. And then what we will do, we will generate an offer. So what is an offer? An offer for us, it's like a combination of pain points, what you want to solve, value proposition, basically what you sell and how you want to solve a pain point. Example, for example, you like a sales department has a problem, a pain point, like low reply rates, and then you have like growth band, for example, cold outreach, email deliverability, like consulting company. So their value proposition is to help you fix this issue, right? So you have to articulate your value proposition. Then we have proof points. Think about proof points as unique selling points, something really unique, your competitive advantage, basically. So for example, for a startup, it could be we are YC, Y Combinator alumni, or we are Y Combinator company. So example, if you're a startup, it could be like, let's say Bill and I don't know, Zach invested in us. So because you start, you want to show off your like your investors. So that could be something really, really unique about your product offering and so on. And again, it should be super short piece of information that we will use for copywriting. Then again, case studies, how you already help other companies, because lots of cold outreach templates. If you're an agency, for example, so probably you need to have like really solid case studies to like show off your company, your services, your products. And again, pain points, value proposition, proof points, and case studies. So all these things combined together will be like a first layer foundation of how JSON creates messages, cold messages, emails, LinkedIn touches, even cold calls, by the way. So again, all these things will be AI generated when you click start selling. But what you can do, and what I encourage everyone, especially like senior managers, C-level employees, what to do is like how I did it to have better results. I actually listened to 500 like demos here at Reply. I analyzed everything. We downloaded all those meeting recordings and uploaded to like Claude to analyze patterns and what people actually say about our product and what they really want to solve. Like, and then we use like our prospects language for our copywriting. So that's how we can be like more personalized, right? So in these regards. So again, this is gonna be AI generated, but you can add way more variants here. It could be your ideas. And the best part, what I will suggest you to focus on one buyer persona and one like ideal customer profile, like industry plus persona. For example, for us, that could be like SaaS companies plus founder. And again, and then I know pain points SaaS founders have. I know how to articulate our value, and I know we have some really, really solid, relevant case studies in this specific space. So that's how we're gonna do that. So step number one, it's like an offer. Again, offer its combination of pain points, value props, proof points, case studies. Make sure to create unique offer for each persona, industry, vertical. Thus, it will be make easier to generate messages that will resonate with each ICP. Part number two, it's gonna be like reason for outreach. So again, I encourage you to create like dozens, if not hundreds of AI SDR campaign sequences. And then you can make some small tweaks and changes for this iteration for your like growth ideas. You can just like play around with all those pain points and reason for outreach. So reason for outreach is like actually why reaching out to them. So it could be like, let's say a trigger-based reason for outreach. For example, in our case, we like heavily rely on, let's say, LinkedIn post-engager tactics, and we can use this as a reason for outreach. Hey, I'm reaching out to you because I noticed you engaged with a post so about like AI and sales, thought it might be something relevant for your company. And I already shared lots of ideas for reason for outreach that could be like literally anything. And then we will use this piece of information to make your copywriting even slightly better. So again, for us, lots of these AI SDR sequences, they have their really unique reason for outreach. And again, AI can't figure out those things on its own yet. For example, you know something like really tiny, like this detail about your competitor, or maybe about like industry shift, or maybe about like a feature they really need, right? So it's not a common or generic AI knowledge. So you can insert those as a reason for reach as well. For example, an idea here how we did this. For example, we had a campaign for founding account executives. And here's a reason for outreach. Notice on your LinkedIn profile that you're founding account executive, and you realized you as a salesperson might be the best person for this. As a founding KE account executive, I am responsible for full cycle sales. So something really unique. And then like pitch plus, and there is like a really small nuance, small things that really make these messages resonate with this persona. Why? Because we reach out from another account executive to like this persona from reply. And yeah, we do use those AI SDR sequences ourselves. So, and those small things, they will really help with copywriting. All right, let's say we have all these things here, pain points, reason for outreach. Now our next part is CTA and a goal. Again, lots like really common mistake I can see with lots of customers out there that they just like want to book a meeting. So basically their end goal is like to where's a chat, let's jump on a call. Are you free next week? Here's my calendar link. It's like the worst scenario in my case, because it's like a really bad idea to share links in the first email, right? Because of deliverability. So for that, we have CTAs and goals, and you can choose from like 15 different scenarios. For example, either you want to ask for time, maybe you have like unique soft CTA, or maybe you want to jump on a customer development call, or maybe you want to send a short video, or maybe it's gonna be like offline meeting. So having these goals will also like fully change the idea of your messaging. For example, here at Reply, we experiment with lead magnets, free services, useful resources, webinar content, and stuff like that. So all the things help generate more replies.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Before you go on, just a few quick things. First things first, I see that people are asking whether this webinar is going to be recorded. Yes, it's going to be recorded. No worries about those things. But again,
Yeah.
if you stay with us, you're going to get amazing bonuses or chances to get those amazing bonuses. The second thing is that I just have a personal question. There are so
Yeah.
many different types of call to actions, and call to action actually matters in the outbound
Yeah.
and outreach, because this is a clear instructions for the prospects on what to do the next, what is the next step of our conversation. From your experience, after sending almost hundreds thousands of cold emails using AI SDR from JSON AI by your reply team, what is the best top 3 performing call to actions that actually drove you leads and booked meetings for you? What were the top 3?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a really great question. So I need to analyze it. What we really do, we analyze it. But what I've done, so basically, I have an offer specifically for my probably best, CTAs. Let me see here. So what we do, we experiment with different ones again, and the reason why, because AI we use will, and instructions we have for AI will try to pick the best CTA based on prospect and like information we have about it. For different personas, it could be something different actually. So yeah, so for me, it's like soft CTAs, worth a chat. Is this something relevant for you? No pressure. Well, here's an example. This CTA I really love, worth a chat, no expectations beyond sharing a few ideas and seeing where it goes. So like super simple things. We don't push like, hey, wanna jump on a call right away. We use like soft CTAs, but in the end they reply back, sure, let's jump on a call. So they actually feel that it's gonna be a demo or a chat about this tool. But yeah, it's soft CTAs, lead magnet CTAs. Does it, for example, given your role, was it Is it okay if I share like a link to our webinar about AI and sales, like stuff like that? We thought it might be useful.
Y-
So it's like lead magnet based CTAs. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. 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 Thanks a lot. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah. Like small detail, other SDR miss, it's like language. For example, we're really clear about European market, and with us, you can like actually create AI SDR sequences in like different languages. And we have a bunch of logic behind this. So how we can make this work for, let's say, French, Spanish, stuff like that. And then again, you can choose your select channels, select your outbound outreach channels here, email, LinkedIn plus LinkedIn email. So that's our typical scenario for us. Message lengths, I prefer short and super short call emails. I experiment with even ultra short cold emails, like 30 words max, like 30 to 50, 50 to 70. It's my sweet spot. I do prefer short messages. And again, there is replies data behind it. The shorter the message, the more replies you get. So we spend lots of time analyzing it. And then next, let's say we have all these things here. You can create conditional sequences. You can even reach out to contacts without emails, let's say. Then click next. The next part here is like gonna be your list building. I will skip this one because it's not a part of this webinar, but again, it's super important. But what I will do here, I will go back to this initial step. And what we also missed here is like playbook. So basically playbook for us, it's like the most important part of AI SDR agent, because think about playbooks as like a combination of AI prompts, do's and don'ts, message examples, frameworks, how and what we should write. So basically playbooks will define what you say and how it will personalize your messages. So it impacts like literally everything. And with us, so basically we do have like 15 pre-built, predefined playbooks. The default one is the reply method created by us. So I know on a backend that this like really helps generate like more replies than an average SDR out there. So yeah, so probably you can get started with this one. It's a default one for like generic cold outreach tactic. But again, we do have things like tweetable cold emails, ultra short cold emails, and plus, by the way, and think about playbook as like a sales methodology. So what I mean here, for example, selling through free services or sell through free audit. For example, imagine you're like a marketing agency that helps with, I don't know, PPC or maybe content creation. So what you can do here, you can like not just directly pitch your services right away, but you can say something like, hey, would that be okay for you if we create the first piece of content for you, like for free, for example, or want us to audit your website speed fully on us? And then these things will like, if you target, let's say, seniors, founders, so probably it will resonate with them, right? Because probably there is a pain. So you can use these playbooks to define your sales outbound methodology, like things like sales through lead magnets, sales through customer development might be useful for, maybe useful for founders, tech founders, for example. Hey, I'm reaching out to you because I'm building a new startup. It's like YC backed or Zach backed. No pressure. Let's jump on a call. Maybe we can help you with XYZ. So those playbooks, they will define everything: your templates, your copywriting style, what you say, how you say, and sometimes even what type of personalization we will use for these for your messages. Again, so those are 15 predefined ones. Again, I do have like, I don't know, probably dozens of these playbooks. I experiment with them all the time. And again, what I love about it, I can like have different playbooks for different growth ideas. So for example, for LinkedIn only, maybe for SDRs, for inbound leads. And by the way, we do use, now we use AI SDR agent for inbound leads as well. So yeah, so we want to automate as many processes as we can right now. But yeah, so bunch of playbooks, and the next part gonna be we will create one really quick.
Yeah, Vlad, just a quick question. So as far as I understand, and please, I see that a lot of people are asking me in the chat, is it true or not? So you built JSON AI. This is the tool that actually is doing literally everything, might be doing, or doing it partially as a copilot, starting from search for campaign creation, copywriting, multi-channel outreach, both on LinkedIn and on call. After that, when people reply to you, they are handling. But this is like a Ferrari in the world of outreach, right? But the question is, you need to give a direction. You need to let Jason AI know who you are, what you want to, who you want to reach out to, what are the main problems, and the more specific you are, the better, right? So in this case, by combination, this super powerful engine and a really great understanding, like a transition from your ICP, buyer persona, your hypothesis, your understanding of the market, your understanding of the pain points, you give this, you educate JSON AI, and then JSON AI is performing, right? So like, am I correct? Am I understand this correctly?
It's like you're partially correct. So it's not something like you can type once and we know everything about your ideal customer profile. So we will generate bunch of offers on our own. So we will like analyze your landing pages, your website, and we will generate 5 the most strong use cases you have, like automatically, based on this, like the same offer, value proposition, in pain points, stuff like that. And there is, you see, there is like a part called ICP. So you can specify ICP here, and then we will translate into like filters for B2B database to grab these contacts based on this ICP. So you can specify ICP here as well. So okay, I can say SDR leaders only, then let's say you say maybe 1150, and we will yeah, use it for the next steps for sure.
Okay,
But so you're partially right. It's not something like you can like somewhere provide your website and we will like, okay, you have like ICP number 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not yet there. It's not there yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. We have so many to share.
Lots of many things. I wanna speed it up. All right. So the next part is gonna be playbooks. It's the most important one. Probably top 5, the most important thing here. Again, so how to create your own playbooks. Let's say you don't like existing ones. So what you can do, you can just copy and paste these frameworks from the library, and then create a new one, new playbook, call it your own way, description, stuff like that. And then you can follow this like tactic I use myself. It's not like must be like that, but that's how I prefer to use it myself. And yeah, that's how I pushed our team to build it, like basically for me. If it will work for me, it will work for everyone. So first of all, things first, it's like goal. Define the main goal of this like sequence of this playbook. It's like a really short description of what you want to achieve, your company, what you want to write. Basically, you can even give it a personality. Okay, you can say, hey, my name is like John, I'm from company XYZ, we do this, we do that. And then I want to write like really cool messages. Then you provide sequence generic do's and don'ts. So it could be anything. And then AI will follow these. Think about it like a prompt engineering. So specify as many do's and don'ts you want. And then what I do, I actually have, let's say, templates for every step of my sequence. So I define it myself because I like really love to control things and see how it works. So number one, I will just go with initial email, then I have my framework, and then I have a real example of this framework. So to make sure AI understands what to do. And again, framework for me is like combination of template plus instructions for AI. So I can use brackets to specify what I want to see here. I can even specify what type of personalization or copywriting text I want, like a piece of text I want to see here. It could be like, again, you can specify here, I want to see personalization info about recent LinkedIn post. Here, I want to see info about company, like industry changes or market shifts, whatever. So you can build your frameworks. And again, how you can do this, you can follow, let's say you follow lots of LinkedIn creators out there. They post a bunch of templates out there. So you can just templatify their template basically and use it as a framework for JSON and see how it works basically in reality. Again, so now I have a bunch of instructions for every step of my sequence. Step 1, step 2, email 3, follow-up, LinkedIn touch 1, connection request, email, cold outreach, cold calling. Again, bunch of frameworks. You can add as many frameworks for every step you want. So think about it as ABCD testing, so whatever you call it. And then you can even specify do's and don'ts for every single framework, like do's, and boom, let's go. We can add something like here. I want it to be super short, personalized based on prospects. I don't know, LinkedIn post, let's say. And then we will like use this instruction for just this specific template. And again, you can even specify subject lines here, instructions about subject lines, about like PS lines, so whatever you feel you want to do. So it's like a sandbox for AI SDR.
Yeah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So we
Yeah.
have so many things to share. So let's
Ooh.
probably move on. Okay, you
Yeah.
prepared amazing playbooks, offers, value propositions. You wrote all the call to actions, leader, everything. You gave the instructions to AI. Now AI needs to execute the things. So can you
Yeah.
please probably share your campaigns, how it looks like, the overall campaign building by AI?
Oh yeah, sure. So let's get probably generic one, like okay one. Okay, no, it's an old one. Okay, so here's an example. So I experiment with my campaigns in terms of sequence, like order, steps order. For example, in this one, we proceeded with like 4 email steps, spaced by 5 days each. And then boom, we get started with LinkedIn touches. Again, connect. Then I can create a conditional logic based on connection status. If yes, boom, we can go with our messages. And by the way, like a really crazy thing, you can actually combine your own templates with AI generated one, AI personalized one. So this one had like basically template plus AI generated messages. I don't know why, but I wanted to experiment with it. Why not? So that's why I call it like really customizable AI SDR, because you can do what you want based on replies platform.
Can you probably share the messages? I mean, like the
Yeah,
email
sure,
part.
sure. So
Because in the
and
email part, I see your
yeah,
just a quick question about the steps. You see, your generated that was written like in the step. Your generated content will be
will
here.
be here. So
Uh,
how to do this? You will see those things in the preview tab, and boom, you can see like messages here. You can see them in the preview tab. You just need to click personalize and boom, we will personalize the whole sequence. And here's the messages. So yeah, and this one was, I guess, let's see what playbook I had connected here. Yeah, it's like reply method. So yeah, bunch of personalized messages
so
with yeah, value prop, CTA with personalized PS lines. That's how I design it, so it works like okay for me, I think.
just to be clear, and I see
Yeah,
that people are asking in the chat, you gave instructions to the JSON AI at the very beginning. After
yeah,
that, you uploaded people or you used direct search within reply. And then JSON AI built the full campaign and and wrote every single message for every single person separately and made it unique for that specific person. That is why you don't have the preview of a content over here. Like,
yeah,
did I understand it
exactly.
correctly?
Yeah, correctly. So yeah, we do build sequences for you, but you can change the order of the campaign. So you will see a preview of your sequence. You will see what will be sent in which order in and when. You can change it before you click start a campaign, start an ASD campaign. You can change it on your own. So basically, you can play around with the sequence structure. But then when you click launch it, and then you have two options: use either replies B2B database or import your own contacts. So I do both because we do use some like intent-based signals we don't have like inbuilt in our product yet. But yeah, it's both B2B database and our own lead list. So you can import your CSV file, your trigger signals with like, yeah. And then you just upload leads to this campaign or use our B2B database. And that's it. Every message gonna be personalized just like that. Yeah. Based on what we discussed before, like inputs, value prop, playbooks, tone of voice. And then, yeah, that's everything will be used for copywriting. So you see, there is nothing I wrote myself. There are no like messages, templates. Step number one is like just like AI generated. And then we will use all those things. So that's why I prepared these like basically chart like infographics to show how we will do that. So you can basically get the full picture here, and that's how we generate something like this. So yeah. So nothing is pre-built there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Awesome. Vlad, one more question.
Yeah.
You reached out to more than 30,000 people during the last 7 months. What was the best campaigns that worked for you the best? Probably, what was the reason for them to be that great, such as
Hmm.
a specific buyer signal, specific trigger? Like,
Yeah.
what did you do differently to reach hundreds of replies per month?
Oh yeah, that's we need I don't know, we need a separate webinar for that because like tons of small details out there we didn't discuss, haven't had a chance to discuss. But again, so that's what why it worked for us, because again, iterations, like lots of AI SDR campaigns for like one specific segment. Maybe it could be just 100 leads. I don't care. I will like really create a really unique, something really unique just for them. By the way, and the best part, you can just duplicate those campaigns and then just like add some small tweaks and changes in your inputs later. So the best one was probably something between 15-25%. It was we figured out really unique persona. There are just maybe 2,000 leads in the world with this persona, and we saw like a trend that they are like for some reason are jumping for a call with us. We identified this. Again, we analyze demo requests we get. We notice this trend. Boom, we added them to a campaign, and that's it. In terms of campaigns, it's super important to focus on signals, like and like have these micro campaigns, right? Really unique filtering options and uses for your inputs and reason for outreach. Again, super cool for us are post likers, LinkedIn post likers, competitive followers. We actually have a list of 50 plus tactics you can use. I think Ilya will share it with you. So yeah, it's like trigger based outreach for us is a game changer.
Uh, Guys, I'm sharing right now the link to those signals, but just to double check. So there are a few key points on how to work with JSON AI. The very first one, you need to do a great preparation, offer, value proposition, pain points, etc., all of those things. Okay, it's pretty clear. We added them. The second thing is the actual data research. It's either JSON AI is doing the data research, which is fine and cool, or the second option, you actually apply extra buyer signals. For example, you might be using like the recent funding information that the startups just recently raised funds, or the person actually changed the job recently, or someone liked posts, some trending posts around getting around specific topic, etc. All of those little details, all of those little signals and triggers actually give you a reason to reach out to them and open the door in this conversation, right?
Yeah, Yep, I agree, completely agree with you. So we don't use like just B2B database filters only. It should be something trigger based. And sometimes that could be even a keyword. For example, in our scenario, we had like a sequence for a sales leader with a keyword AI enthusiast, and that was like a game changer, like because it's really important for them to try AI tool. So yeah, it could be like something like that, something like really
The
unique.
second question is, and I see a lot of people are asking about the emails and multi-channel approach. So how
Yeah.
do you actually, of course, with cold emailing, it's pretty clear. You can scale cold emailing, you can create new
Yeah.
mailboxes, new domains, etc., etc. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later. But overall, with LinkedIn, you're limited with your connection requests. You can send, I don't know, 500, 600 new connection requests per month. How do you handle that? How do you apply LinkedIn in your
Yeah.
AI generated sequences?
Cool question. So basically, we had a slide about that somewhere in the end of my presentation. How we do this, again, here, as you can see, we experimented it on a back end of our sequence. So probably we will get majority of our replies here. If not, then we will go with LinkedIn. What we do, we send blank connection requests because we clearly know that blank connection requests generate more connections. So our tactic here is to maximize acceptance rate. So typically it's like 40–50% acceptance rate. So we do try to like focus on ICP. So we don't want to like add everyone to our campaign because again, because of deliverability signals for G Suite Outlook. So only ICP leads. That's why they are super active on LinkedIn. Acceptance rates is huge. By the way, it really works with LinkedIn post engagers tactic. Why? Because if they are active there, probably they will open their invitation section and they will accept it or not. And plus emails. So we do use emails tactic a lot. So email is a huge part of our outbound strategy nowadays. And plus we do have a bunch of accounts, to be honest. So
Awesome. Few
yeah.
things, guys. Don't forget to connect with us on LinkedIn. So here is the LinkedIn profile of Vlad. So please just connect with him. Connect with me as well. So feel free. Let's keep in touch. I'm just sharing with you right now the link to JSON AI. For those who don't know what is this and want to try, here's a link to JSON AI. Of course, I'm sharing with you the link to the signals that Vlad was sharing just before and asked me. I'm sharing it again. So please click all those links, save them for later. I'm pretty sure that right now you might be overwhelmed with the information, etc. But overall, just save them for later. And just before we move on, I know, guys, we have a really limited amount of time. But guys, before we move on, please tell me in the chat, how do you enjoy this webinar so far? Just say us from 0 to 10. How do you enjoy that? Would you like to get more information, more insights, etc., or just share with us in the chat? Just go to the chat and say, okay, I see 10, I see 11, I see 8, I see 10, 10. Good stuff. Thanks a lot. I see 9, 10. Wow, 10, 10. Oof, amazing. 10, 10, 10. Okay, guys, so much. Thank you so much. Guys, just a few things that would you be would you like to share a little bit more about the hypothesis that you have and the mindset? Just like 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's super important.
And I will probably do the intro to this part because I know Vlad was shared with me before. The thing here is that, guys, you might be overwhelmed with overall outreach. It's so hard to generate leads from the outreach, from the cold emailing, from the LinkedIn outreach. It is really hard, right? But in reality, no matter whether you're using AI or just you're not using a leveraging AI in your outreach, you need to find the best ICP, buyer persona, pain points, offer, match. Once you find that, your outreach will generate you thousands, hundreds of leads easily. But you need to find that match. You cannot sell anything generically or try to send generic messages. It's not working anymore. And one of the ways to find that, you actually need to have a proper mindset of how you work and how you test your hypothesis. So, Vlad, can you share a little bit more about what your mindset, what is your approach and logic behind testing approaches?
Yeah, so yeah, thanks. Really quick here, like two means So again, so we start really small, maybe 100 leads, maybe 500 leads, maybe less. Then we have like crystal clear ACP, let's say tech companies. Then we have just one persona, as I mentioned, let's say founders. And then we can start even without signals. Let's say we don't have signals. We start with offer, reason for outreach, CTA, and then we experiment with playbooks. And then we apply all those AI inputs for JSON AI, and then we start iterating. We see results. Then I just download the list of replies. I use like Claude, maybe my eyes. I read all replies I got, and I see what resonated here, what message, what piece of input resonated. Let's say manual cold outreach, need to hire more sales reps, have an issue with the X and that, and then I just amplify those results and I remove everything else, and then I can add more leads. Then I can add signals. Okay, let's scale our tactic following competitors, or let's scale tactic engage with LinkedIn post, and then we can experiment again. Either I want to mention that, like in my copywriting, so you engaged with someone's post and or not. And then we have to experiment. Then I can experiment with my CTAs. Where's a chat free for a demo? Or I can even experiment with my playbooks, completely different copywriting there. And things like that. And when I see it works, we will scale it. We will kill all other campaigns. And you can see here, there are like emoji red cross. So we just kill this forever. So we won't make this mistake anymore. And then you see just one persona, different signals, different offers, and reason for outreach, and you can like iterate with all these things. So what you need to do is like create dozens of AI SDR campaigns, not just like push everything in one campaign and say that's it, I'm done here. It won't work actually like that. So it will work. It will generate you maybe 1, 3, 4% reply rate, but I think it's not what we want to achieve with multi-channel cold outreach.
Yeah, awesome. I see some people are asking how does it compare to other AI SDRs. Guys, to be frank honest, just try it. I know that a lot of people just build different AI engines and try reply, try JSON AI when it comes to other AI methods. And from what I saw this growth from the very, very beginning till now, and results and overall the different layers of AI. So AI, JSON AI cannot make a mistake with different layers of the proof and double checking AI, triple checking AI, etc., etc. That blowed my mind actually. That's one thing. The second thing, and I see that people are asking, can you please compare this more to other tools for sending cold emails? Guys, first of all, take a look at the features that Reply is actually offering, such as multi-channel. You can actually combine both Coldability and LinkedIn, data research. How quality is that? So many different features for the deliverability. I'm actually blown. Try both tools, take a look at the results, and then choose on your own. I guess that's the best answer. I mean, I don't want to say anything about bad about other tools, but just try. You can find your best tool, the one that you like the most on the market, but just try and take a look at the features, take a look how those features actually work, etc., etc. But I'm actually impressed by the job that JSON AI is actually doing. So guys, we have just a few more minutes, so I'll be super quick. Again, guys, you gotta get the deck and the recording. No worries about those things. And of course, within this deck, you're gonna get all of this information with the exact instructions on how to work on this step, how to work on that step, with the exact information here, etc., etc. If you need more, just tell us more. We're gonna send you more. With the great examples of the playbooks, with how to actually build and design your campaigns, with different ideas for your prospecting, with the link to the buyer signals that you can leverage and actually triple or quadruple the results. And of course, you can get the guides on how to get all of those things. But again, we have just a few minutes. And all of those things, those amazing things, just incredible results, unique messages, custom created AI sequences, multi-channel approach, everything is not going to work, and it's not going to generate you leads and actual clients if your emails are going to spam. And this is a really huge problem for literally a lot of people. I'll be super, super quick. And if you're doing cold emailing, you probably know that Google has implemented so many different updates, such as like killing open tracking and changing their spam filters. Microsoft deliverability is so hard. I mean, like, you cannot actually land into prospects' inboxes if they use Microsoft and you use the old playbooks of writing cold emails, etc., etc. Guys, all of those things are just crazy. And the most important thing is the cold email deliverability space is so complex, and at the same time, you do not have a cold email deliverability expert inside your team who know how to fix those things, because it's too technical for salespeople, it's too niche for technical department, for tech guys, etc., etc. That is why I do really want to share with you a few really important things, since I'm the cold email deliverability guy. Guys, first things first, today I'm not going to share with you some basic things like SPF, decayent, mark. All those basic things are here. And if you want, I'm going to share with you the guide, the full guide on how to follow what are the instructions to follow, what is the checklist to follow when it comes to deliverability. Just follow this guide and you can, and also I'm going to share with you the checklist. Please just save the checklist for the future. Probably you might be overwhelmed with the information, but save it for the future. Okay, no basic things today, but the main thing that I want to share with you today is the logic that and the mindset that you need to have when it comes to creating your anti-fragile and really reliable cold email infrastructure that you can actually add to reply.io and to JSON AI and start sending cold emails from it. We manage more than 7,000 mailboxes for our clients. We hit 99, 97, 98 inbox rate on average, and we actually manage the cold email infrastructure for others. So the very first thing, before creating domains, mailboxes, SPF, and before all of those things, you actually need to understand what is the volume that you need to have to get the results that you need. And the majority of people ask me, hey, Ilya, how many emails should I send? And I always tell, that's a really wrong question to ask. Because in reality, you need to ask yourself, how many leads do you actually need? And only after that, you can actually create the volume. Because to be frankly honest, you can reach unlimited volume with cold emailing. You can send thousands of cold emails on a weekly, on a monthly basis, and without any spam issues. You can do those things. But in reality, you need to understand what is the volume that you need to reach. So let's calculate. It's pretty simple. We always do the reverse engineering methodology, where we ask ourselves how many leads do we need. Then we apply our metrics in terms of reply rates, click rates, whatever you're tracking. Then we understand what is the amount of emails we need to send to reach those, using those metrics to reach the desired goal. And only after that, we apply it to the amount of domains and mailboxes we need to create. So what I mean is that, for example, you need to reach or generate 30 marketing qualified leads. Okay, and for this, applying a really basic, really basic benchmarks, we need to get 300 replies to generate 30 booked meetings. And by using another layer of metrics, out of 300 replies, we actually need to reach out to a bit more than 4,000 contacts. And that means that more than 600 contacts need to open our, we need to get 4,000 contacts who actually opened our emails and saw our emails. That means around from 6,000 to 7,000 contacts who actually received the email. At the end of the day, we understand our metrics, we understand the amount of cold emails we need to send per month to get 30 leads. And if you say, hey, Ilya, but those metrics are not relevant to me, we have totally different metrics. In this case, sorry, Ilya, this is just ridiculous. We don't have those metrics. We have totally different metrics. In this case, guys, here is the link to the outreach calculator that you can use and apply. your own metrics and see how many emails you need to send to reach your own goals using your own metrics. If you don't have your own metrics, you can just apply it, leave it as it is, like the benchmarks. Okay, once we know the amount of emails we need to send, after that, we need to understand. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Can you see my screen? Yes, it's working. Still
Yes,
working?
yes, it's there. It's
Yes, okay.
there.
After that, you actually need to understand how to reach this volume. And the worst case scenario is that when you're using your main domain and one email to try to send as many cold emails as it's possible, like one mailbox that is sending hundreds of emails per day. This is A, too risky. B, I can guarantee you that you're having problems and issues with your deliverability if you're doing it like this. So the best way is to follow two main principles. The very first one, we need to diversify the risks. So it's better for us to create several secondary domains that look similar to our main domain, but they are not our main domain. And create several mailboxes on those domains. And even if something happens without one of our domains, no worries. The rest of the domains are actually great and good to go. That's one principle. The second one, so the diversification. And the second one, we need to build the horizontally scaled infrastructure. So whenever we need to double the volume or triple the volume to reach the goals we actually need, it's way easier for us to buy a few more domains and a few more mailboxes and set it up correctly, and then start sending cold emails. Never put all the eggs under one mailbox. Always follow the limits. And right now, the limits for cold email are pretty strict. So it's better to scale horizontally. Okay, after that, one of the principles that you actually need to follow is setting up different ESP providers. So if in the majority of the cases, and if it's your case, your recipients use both Google and Microsoft, it is way better if you also create different ESP providers for your mailboxes, such as like you have 2 or 3 or 5 domains, a few mailboxes on each of those domains. All of those mailboxes send in a small amount of cold emails per day, and all of those mailboxes are both on Google and on Microsoft. And moreover, we also offer for our clients a custom SMTP server with your private IP address, or Azure servers with the enterprise level IP addresses for the best Microsoft deliverability. So whenever you have a different setup, you're actually already good to go. But after that, you need to do two more things. Of course, you need to do all the SPF, DKIM, to mark all those setup, of course. I shared with you the link to the checklist, to the guide, so you can follow all of those things. But after that, you need to connect them to your sending tool. In this case, to the reply.io and the JSON AI. You need to do all the technical setup. You need to make sure that all the DKIM SPF are actually configured correctly. You need to warm up your mailboxes and your domains. And it's not the question of, okay, for a few days, we're going to warm it up and then we're going to blast cold emails. No, take it slower and then try to ramp up and try to scale your volume while you're going. And of course, do so many little details like a CNAME tracking, custom CNAME for link tracking, and the mark monitoring, some other little details that actually improve your tolerability. I don't have time today to explain you all those things, but just believe me, cold email tolerability consists of so many little details and nuances that you always need to follow. And if you make even one little detail, it can ruin the whole tolerability. And guys, I just shared with you the link to the full guide. So take a look at this full checklist. It's over here. Take a look at these checklists that we have when it comes to deliverability, and get our full guide. So guys, when it comes to the full guide, we actually added literally everything we know and everything that we actually follow for our own clients, and we added to this guide. Or guys, you can actually reach out to us directly and we can help you right away. And guys, I guess we are finishing our webinar. So today it's time for the gift. Vlad, can you please share the gift?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we will have to share it via email marketing as well, because yeah, lots of people asked about it and dropped off. So yeah, I think yeah. All right. So, all right. So the gift here is, as mentioned, a discount, a chat with me, of course. So what you need to do, like, you just use this coupon code on the checkout page, or I saw a bunch of questions. So there is no self-service for AI SDR yet. So because what we do here, we go through the account executives and customer success team, so they will educate you on how to use it. But yeah, so just feel free to use this on the checkout page. Just let me know, reach out to me via email, and we will jump on a separate session with you as well. So happy to do this.
Okay.
Probably yeah. Let's jump on a call if you want.
Yeah, awesome. And the last thing is that the bonus from my side, guys. I do really want to appreciate all of you guys here. Please tell me in the chat, how did you enjoy the webinar? And of course, we have a few more minutes, but I'd really appreciate, and I see that we have hundreds of people who actually joined the webinar, and a lot of people, like the majority of people, actually stayed with us till this moment. So I do really want to tell you thank you for being with us. And that is why I really want to give you the specific gift that I promised at the very beginning. And this is the full cold email deliverability audit that you can get. It's not just a quick one, it's going to be a really full one. And plus 1 consulting hour with me, and the worst that costs around $500 per 1 hour. So guys, for this you actually need to go here, and I'm sharing with you the link right now, and submit the free code vulnerability audit and say the password. And the password is I came from webinar. I can share with you my screen in terms of, can you see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be this one. So just go here, go book a free deliverability audit. Just whenever you submit it, you're going to will be redirected to another page where you need to say, I came from the webinar. And then it's going to be totally different deliverability audit that we actually do for clients. So guys, thanks a lot. And just give me a second. Let's keep in touch before we finish. Guys, please connect with us on LinkedIn. Here's my LinkedIn profile. Here is Vlad's LinkedIn profile. Guys, please just feel free to connect with us because Vlad is sharing so much cool information. Before we finish, guys, tell us in the chat, how did you enjoy the webinar? Just tell us, was it cool? Was it bad? Was it I don't like you anymore, etc., etc. Just tell us in the chat. How did you like the webinar? Just say yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they asked for another masterclass. No, what should we do here?
Guys,
Yeah,
awesome. And I know you
awesome.
might be overwhelmed with so much information that you're getting. So feel free, guys, we're gonna share with you all the links, all the recordings, the deck, the extra materials, so you can actually apply all of those things in your specific case, in your specific work. And then if you have any questions, you can ask us directly. But if you're lucky and you submitted the form here that I shared with you before, the form, the form here that I shared with you before, or you actually used this promo code on the checkout page at Jason AI, you can actually might be lucky and get either one AI SDR onboarding session with Vlad personally, with the superstar Vlad, and also Vlad will help you create your first ASDR sequence, AI SDR sequence, and or with me, you can get the full code vulnerability audit and consulting hour if you're lucky. We cannot do this for everyone, but we're gonna pick some people randomly. Guys, thanks a lot. And yeah, by the way, thanks a lot. That's the slide we have. Vlad, how did you enjoy the webinar?
Wow, that was really cool. I thought it will take a little bit less on my end, but yeah, so many cool questions. Really enjoyed it one. Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks for having us.
okay.
Really
Yes,
cool.
guys, and I see that people are saying that they're super sad that they couldn't stay till the very end and they couldn't see the bonus. So probably we'll think about this. Probably we can prolong the bonus for for those who actually joined the webinar, like in full webinar, and those, yeah, I see this. So guys, I do really want everyone be extremely happy and help literally everyone. So in this case, we'll think about something. Okay. Okay, all right, guys. If you have any extra questions, oh yes, we do have, I guess, questions in the Q&A. Just quickly go through the questions. Vlad, are you up for that? 2 minutes.
Sure. Let's go.
Super. But Vlad, what's booking more calls or leads, email or LinkedIn?
Currently, it's like 50-50, but
Okay.
again, we have less volume on LinkedIn, but it's so thus it's a little bit better
Yeah.
in
Okay.
terms of ROI. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is just an AI working only in English, or it also works in different languages?
It also works in different languages. We know all peculiarities about every like language, including tenses, things like that. Plus, we have even different variations of English, British, Australian, or stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
small details.
Right. Pricing is not published on your site, guys. Here's the website. Just please go and take a look. There is pricing on the website.
Yep. Yeah. There
Yes.
was one. Yeah. It's open.
The question from Jody: can I be a founder affiliate for the UK guys? I guess that's the opportunity for partnership.
Yeah. Feel free to reach
Jody,
out to
if you still
George
want
at.
to connect with Vlad, he will do his job, right?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, connect you to the right person.
Can AI reply and keep conversation?
It's probably like the weakest part, but we're working on it. It does replies back and forth with prospects, and even it can re-engage with prospects. Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to go through knowledge bases. It's for reply handling and re-engagement, but yeah, it can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Odis asked, "It's happening, right?" It is. So Mary asked, so does the platform analyze the LinkedIn posts of target personas and it doesn't confuse the OG posts and the reshared ones, or it's only for companies URLs? How does the enrichment work for JSON AI's data research?
Yeah, that's really a great question. We also didn't went through this, didn't go through this. So we do analyze basically everything: prospects, LinkedIn page, company's LinkedIn page, company's website, blog, news, updates, plus some things like achievements, career movements, plus everything you want to use as a personalization. That could be even like company industry shifts, industry news, stuff like that. So with reshares, we do use this as personalization point, not a clever one, but it's a part of,
Yeah.
unfortunately, of an agent right now.
Okay, how to test your JSON AI, guys? Just go and go to this website, sign up, and go to JSON AI, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
the last question is, can JSON AI help me to convert video, audio, interview to text? Guys, this is
No.
totally different task. I highly recommend you to take all of your video, audio interviews, upload it to Claude, like Vlad and the reply team was doing. Upload it to Claude. Ask a few questions about what are the patterns that you see, what are the main pain points that people are asking, and then create the deep dive playbook based on these insights, and then use this information already uploaded to JSON AI, so JSON AI can actually teach and be educated about the results of your interview.
Yeah, what I can also add here, what you can do in reply, you can click go to reply, select export all replies with all data. That's going to be a CSV file. Just upload it to Claude, and then you can ask questions, analyze what worked, what didn't, what CTAs, what value proposition, stuff like that, and then use this for offers, like
Yeah,
for your
and
inputs.
Steve asked, what's the pricing? Guys, follow this link. Take a look at there is on the top pricing. It depends on the amount of credits you need. It depends on the amount of contacts you need, etc. It's dynamic pricing. So the more contacts you want to reach out to, the bigger price would be, of course. So just take a look at the pricing over there. But again, guys, you're gonna get 15% less or equivalent to $700 less dollars. So take a look at the pricing and think that you're gonna get 700 less pricing. So that's basically it. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot for this amazing show.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you too. That was really, really cool one. Yeah, as always, really glad to be with you.
Guys, last thing, follow me on LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn, connect with Vlad on LinkedIn. Let's keep in touch. I really enjoyed the energy on today's webinar, and I really want, guys, all of us together to connect. Thanks a lot. I'm really sorry for taking too much time today. It went more above the time that we wanted to spend. But guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask myself. Feel free to ask Vlad. Let's go. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.